So tell me, what's the biggest thing you've ever grown in an 18-gallon tote? You know what? This isn't the biggest. Papayas. I grow papayas in an 18-gallon tote. Even though they've struggled with the cold this year, they are making a comeback. And yes, all these papayas are growing in an 18-gallon tote. Okay, the tree collard is very impressive. Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California, and you know I love my totes. I grow all kinds of things in totes. Well, here's an old tote. It's even got a crack that I bought at a thrift store. It even says they had Christmas stuff in it. So I must have paid $1 for that. Do you know what you can grow in a tote? I grow watermelon. I grow zucchini. I grow all kinds of stuff. Tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, eggplant, anything you want. Now, how many things you want to put in a tote? I would say just put one plant. Get a few of them, a few totes that is, and then set them up and put one plant per tote. You can, of course, put small things in there. Oh, let's say onion chives, or maybe some oregano, or something small, lettuce you can grow along the bottom. But when you grow one item in a tote, just one, and even as the soil is collapsing, but it's rebuilding by nature as leaves fall in there, well, this thing's been growing here now for, I would say 2 years. And what do you think it is? A collard. Not just a collard, a tree collard. A tree collard that's like 12 to 15 foot tall. This is one happy plant. It's so happy, it's breaking apart. It's growing so much. So I'll take that piece off soon, and I'll take this piece off soon. And what I'll do with this that is sitting on the ground is I'm going to make new plants out of it. Trim that plant, and let's see how long this cute little tree collard, well, it's not so little, will grow. You can grow all kinds of things this year for gardening in a tote. They're safe. The plastic is good. Most of them are number 5, and I do a lot on plastic videos, you know, on which ones are safe. Just don't use a 3. And if it smells like real oil, you know, has a smell like that, do not use it. But all have been really safe. Your food containers in the grocery stores come in plastic. They usually are a 1, a 2, a 4, generally a 5. They're perfectly safe. But let me tell you something. For a few bucks, and if you can find them, sometimes in the trash, when people lose their lids, they throw them away, or at thrift stores for $1 or $2, there is nothing better than a tote. It retains water. The plants are happy. Obviously, the plants are happy. And it is just amazing how much food you can grow in a tote. So keep an eye out for a tote if you're looking to make a garden at a really good price, because by growing in a tote, these totes can last for anywhere from 2, 4. I've got some that are now 7 years old. It depends on the tote. But you know what? No matter how long it lasts, when you can boast about your garden growing this big, who cares how long it lasts? And you know what? This cracked tote, see in the back, the plant probably cracked it. It's going to go for another year without a problem. And in the meantime, look at all the side shoots that I can get off this plant. Oh, it's even throwing flowers up on the top, and I can make more plants out of that. All I have to say on this one is, wow, how fun is this? So I thought I'd come in and say a little note. If you're trying to figure out, should you get a raised bed? Should you get a bucket? Should you get a grow bag? Well, maybe you should think about a tote. But I will say, here's a 5-gallon bucket sitting on a block of cement. And I know all the roots are in that one. And look at this. I got an 8-foot tall purple tree collard that's been growing in there for a couple years already. Doing great. Keep it simple. Keep it small. And when I say small, just a couple plants. Don't overload it. Had I had 2 of those plants in there, it would never have grown this big. Who knows if it even would have lived. They would have been fighting over root space. But this one's a happy camper. He's got the whole tote to himself. And obviously, he is doing, or she, really good. So with that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Boy, does tree collard make good coleslaw. And the way I do it, there's no work and there's no chopping. Not by hand. I use my blender.